With all this preparation and training behind us, we set off in the four-wheel drive to penetrate the jungles of northern Guatemala. Most travelers come to this area to visit the ancient center of Tikal, or some of the small Guatemalan villages nearby, and the great variety of animal life that live within this area. But we were here to find and to learn more about snakes.
Okay, part of my job is reduction of the ambient fear of snakes, and the reason why it's important is because people kill snakes because they're scared. And like I told you before, this has nothing to do with snakes. It has to do with perception and environmental change. The reason why people are scared of snakes is very simple. It's because of perception. Perception forms automatically, and it's based on the information you receive. First off, in North, South, and Central America, we have 8% venomous snakes by species. That's leaving out 92% of the context that you have, because the only part you have is the 8% of the bad snakes, so-called bad snakes. Nobody cares about the snail-eating snakes, the worm-eating snakes, the termite-eating snakes, the fish-eating snakes, the guppy-eating snakes, and the snake-eating snakes. What you're scared of are the ones that can kill you.
We're on a trip here to look for some Barbary Maria and some other species of snakes. This is a spot I like to stop, and we're going to take a look around this abandoned house and see what's around.
Before we started, we got our first instructions on what to do when looking for snakes.
It's dangerous to put your feet and hands where you can't see, or there's something for a snake to be under. So you're going to want to step on top as far away as you can of any object, a log or anything that you like to step over. So you can't step over or next to it, you have to step on top of it.
But Rex, being used to handling snakes and other sorts of small animals, the first thing he sees, he picks up. It's not poisonous at all?
Yeah, it's very poisonous. That's the poisonous part right there. Actually, it's not very poisonous. It would make you really, it's very painful and make your tongue numb. But it's pretty quick to bite. But sting.
For a while longer, we kept turning over things, prodding into anywhere where a snake may call home. Myself as a cameraman, I kept my distance, but Rex, with his practice and his experience looking for poisonous snakes, he had his hands almost in everywhere. After some time and finding no snakes,
Some type of strange fungus.
we did though come across some giant caterpillars, but it was just nice to be outside in the great outdoors. So we decided to leave and on to our next destination.
But continues.
After many hours of driving, we arrived on the edge of Lake Peten, a beautiful area. In a matter of time, we found someone with a snake sighting.
I didn't look that close. I just was like, snake, I'm moving.
Let's go. We got to get on the road. Okay, we're doing a day hunt, road hunt on the border of Lake Pizanita, on the edge of the Tikal Reserve, close to the Tikal Reserve, a few kilometers. And we're looking mostly for Chichikua, Bejuquillo, and we'll see what else we can find. Most of the snakes would be more for environmental education purposes versus any other reason. The Chichikua have interest in reproducing captive breeding. Little research on. So right now we're looking for the snakes. Spend their entire life hiding. If they're ever discovered one single time, it means their death usually. So we're hunting the most stealthiest secret animals on the planet, snakes.
Deforestation is a big problem in the Peten area. When the locals that are cutting down these jungles come across snakes, they usually kill them because of their fears of them.
We have 8% venomous snakes. So let's forget about the boa constrictors, the snail-eating snakes, the worm-eating snakes, the termite-eating snakes. Nobody cares about that. The reason why people are scared of snakes is for these 8%. Okay, today we're all rattlesnakes and we're laying on the ground. We're not top predators like lions or tigers or bears or anything like that. We eat rats and mice, and pretty much everything else eats us. So we're big rattlesnakes, and we spend our entire life hiding. We're detected one time, it would mean our life. So we're looking for a little food, and we go out of our hole. And And we hear some large footsteps coming closer and closer. So the first thing we do is we look for a hole or someplace to hide because we're worried about our back. Okay, but there's no place to go. We lay absolutely still, relying upon our camouflage to protect us. It's perfect. It's cryptic. It actually tells the animal to please ignore what it just saw. So we lay absolutely still. 89% of the time, the animal goes right by us, never even saw us at all. But this time the animal's getting closer and closer and closer. He's coming right at us. So we can't stand it, so we rattle or rattle. A cobra spreads his hood to alert the animal to our presence. Ignores the warning and puts one foot right in front of our face. So what are we going to do? We're going to bite, but we only deliver partial venom. Because if we use all our venom like we do with our prey, we couldn't defend ourselves in a second or a third attack. Right? Now here's where the perception thing starts. In the city, we teach our kids to look left and right before you cross the street, because you don't look where you're going, you know what's going to happen? Get run over by a car, and we call this a terrible accident. Adults forget all the time. Kill people every day that way. Walk into the woods, you step in a hole, break your leg, accident. Smash your hand on cactus, accident. Climb Mount Everest with no oxygen and die, climbing, accident. Step on a venomous snake, stupid animal, bitten or attacked. You ever heard anybody had a snake accident before? Because that's perception.
After time, Rex didn't find any snakes, and myself, I didn't have any snake accidents. But being out in the jungle, you find all sorts of other little critters around. Mostly of the insect species. So we then decided to wait until nightfall and go out and look for snakes in the dark.
Let's go.
Better night or day?
Night is usually always better.
Why is that? Just
I don't know, the nocturnal snakes, there's more nocturnal snakes. They're more easy to find. But hunting at night, there's way more snakes. There's very few snakes on the day. There's only because we're here where we are, there's day species to go after.
All of a sudden, they just come out. They're everywhere.
how do you like it?
It's fun. Pretty exciting. It's better than fishing.
Better than fishing, it's a good comparison.
Yeah, more exciting than fishing.
Soon enough, we had our first snake sighting and we were backing up to try to catch it.
Now I'm curious because it's not here anymore. There's nobody behind us and they're watching me. I know I stopped at way more. Oh, there it is. It wasn't nothing. Oh, see, they say black patch, but that wasn't it.
False alarm?
Yeah.
While road hunting, you see a lot of things that look like snakes. Most common, sticks of wood.
You get a few false alarms.
After hours of driving and not seeing any snakes, we decided just to wait a little bit longer.
And after that, we'll hang it up. If we don't see any snakes, they're not out. We can try again tomorrow. If we start seeing snakes, then we'll continue to snake hunting. Yeah, we haven't seen any dead ones yet.
It's always tomorrow.
Yeah, but they're not. Yesterday, they're not out today. They're not going to be out tomorrow. There's not going to be a difference.
Well, they must come out eventually.
No, it's the wrong time. So they're not coming out. So we probably got rid of them.
There's one! Here we go!
I don't think it's a snake. I think it's a snake.
Then the
Is that it? Nothing but a snake.
stick snake
Damn sticks.
There's no snakes out.
sticks out.